Hey guys, my name is Matimio and welcome to my Battlefield 3 map tactics and strategy series. Today's video is going to be on Sharqi Peninsula. We're going to be on offense, and this video series, if you're not aware, is I like to give some tactics and some routes that I find to be very effective on particular maps. And this video is going to be for Sharqi Peninsula offense. And so, like I said, I'm just going to give you guys some routes that I find to be effective and some things that you should take into consideration when approaching this map. So the first route that we're going to be taking a look at is the orange route that I've indicated on the video here, and this I find to be a very effective route when you start the match. And what you're going to want to do is when you start the match is to go quickly to the far left side of the map as fast as possible. I would place down a smoke screen once you reach the intersection of the road and you have to cross over the road to get towards the buildings where I am right now. I recommend this because there are a couple of occasions where you will run across enemies and they'll take you out, which is frustrating. If you don't want to cross the road, you can quickly just curve on in behind the building and then go towards A and try to arm the MCOM station. But what I'm doing here is the second part of the route where you just skip that and you loop around to the back side of the MCOM station and take people out that are defending it from the back side. I really like this because it catches a lot of people off guard. They're not expecting anyone to be on the left side, or at least that far to the left. And as you can see in this video here, a lot of the enemy is facing the MCOM station, or they're just not really paying attention to me, and I can quickly take them out. So this is a very effective tactic if you haven't tried it out. You loop around to the back side towards those buildings, and you can take out pretty much anyone who is guarding it from that location. So the next route that we're going to be taking a look at is the yellow route, and I've indicated it on the video. And the yellow route I find to be very effective if you can manage to get past the road that I am trying to get past right now. The roads are the hardest part to get to travel across because, of course, you're going to have to be out in the open, and it can just be very frustrating when there's players in either the buildings or to the left and the right of you taking you out. So if you can get past the roads and then up and into the buildings, you are pretty safe, and you're in a comfortable position where you can start to clear out everyone in the building. And then once you feel safe that you can get towards the MCOM station, it's not that difficult to just run or basically jump out of the building that I'm in right now and take it out. I find this to be a very effective tactic and pretty much one of the best ways at getting over there. If you go over on the right side, the very far right of the map, and try to cross that dirt road, kind of hard to explain, but if you try to cross the dirt road, I find that a lot of people are camping in the buildings that I just was in earlier, and it can be difficult to cross the road because they take you out very easily because there isn't a lot of obstacles that you can hide behind when trying to get over it. So if you can quickly zip on through the middle and get into the building that I was in earlier and then jump over into the MCOM station building, I find it to be a very effective tactic at taking out the B MCOM station, which can be a very difficult one to actually achieve on this map. So for the second base, which is arguably one of the most difficult bases to capture in the game, it can be very frustrating. What I would like to do for this first base is to follow the orange route, which I've indicated on the map, and then make my way towards the building that I have circled in orange as well. The reason why I like to take this route is because that orange building, once your teammates can get a offensive position on that location, it makes it a lot easier to set up a bunch of spawn beacons. You can have a bunch of allies in there and just spawn on them, and you guys can have a forward position that's a lot closer to the MCOM stations and easier for you to get into the central construction site here and take out that A MCOM station. It can be difficult, but if you follow the left-hand side of the road and just make your way over there, it's not that difficult to get into that building and then lock it down. The enemy has to kind of run over that hill, which makes it difficult for them to lock that down again. So if you and your team are able to lock down that building, you have a very effective, pretty much bunker that you can use as your spawn. So the next route that I find to be really effective is once you've gotten into the building that holds the AMCOM station, is to make your way all the way to the top floor and then run across the steel pipes that I was running across earlier, and then you can quite literally jump down onto the BMCOM station and arm it. I wasn't able to do it here. I had an ally, but I almost had a 2 MCOM station clutch at the end. And if you noticed in the video right here, we have 0 tickets, and that would have been pretty awesome. I mean, we do get it, and we move on to the next base. So the route here is just in green. It's very simple. You run all the way up to the top, run across the pillar, and then make your way down. And a lot of people really aren't expecting you to even attempt this. It can get you killed because you are out in the open, but it's still a lot of fun. So the next route that we're going to be taking a look at is the yellow route, and what you're going to want to do is move on to the right side of the map and make your way down towards the fence area, and you can have two options here. You can either go further to the right and go towards the stairs where it will indicate that you are leaving the combat area and you need to go back up. And don't worry, you can get up the stairs easily enough, and that's not a problem. The one problem with that, though, is I find that a lot of people get bogged down on those stairs, and they're never able to get out of it if they are locked down in that area. So it can be a little frustrating in that case. The other way is just to move towards the crane and go between that small gap, and then make your way behind all the crates, and then try to make your way into the construction building. It can be a little difficult, though, to actually get into this building because there is a large gap that you have to move over. But once you actually get inside, I would recommend taking out anyone that's at the other construction site building, because if you don't, it can be really difficult and frustrating to actually make your way up towards the BMCOM station. Now for the final base on Sharqi Peninsula, we are encountered with what I would say is the most frustrating MCOM station to take, and that is the BMCOM station, which is in the TV station. So what you're going to want to do here, and I've placed the route on the video, is to make your way along the left side of the map and then make your way up on the little ramp that, not really a little ramp, it's a road ramp, up to the TV station, and then quickly, as fast as you can, get to the second floor and then try to arm the MCOM station. You're going to want to do this as fast as possible right after you take the second base out, because if you don't and you allow your enemies to set up and get into this back position and try to defend this location, you're going to be in for a world of hurt and a really frustrating end to a game. So, like I said, if you get to here quickly, your enemy is not going to expect you to be in this location. They're going to expect you to go for A first, or they're just not expecting you to be this far up that quickly, and you can catch them by surprise. Like I said, if you don't do this, they're going to be bunkered in here like I am right now, and it just becomes a nightmare to try to take it out. So I find that this is probably one of the best ways to take it out. If you're not able to do that, then there's a couple strategies that I will recommend later, but it's bad. It's really, really frustrating. So the route I would take for A is to move along the yellow route or get into the parking lot and then move along the right hillside or the cliff. I guess it's not really a cliff, it's more of a hillside, until you've reached the rubbled landslide or the staircase. I wouldn't really recommend going towards the landslide first or going up that originally, because you are going to leave yourself open to a lot of different angles that the enemy can shoot you from. I like to go to the stairs first and then take people out from that location. The reason why I like it is because you only have to worry about the right and in front of you, and you don't have to worry about your left side. So once I've gotten into that location, I found that there really wasn't a lot of people there. I can move over to the rubbled landslide and then move up to the MCOM station. So once you've actually gotten up here, you can, first clear it out really quickly and then make your way to the MCOM station, and then either you or an ally can arm it. And then the best way to defend it is to just stay right behind the MCOM station and take anyone out that is trying to disarm it. It's a really great defensive location. You have the barriers that's not going to be blown up by RPGs or anything like that. And for the most part, you can take anyone out that is going for it, and you can even hear if someone is trying to disarm it as well. So it's a great location to both arming it and defending it, and if you haven't used it yet, I would highly recommend it. So the final recommendation I have for this base is to use the ladder that is near the BMCOM station. It really is the only other way to get up into the building besides using the staircase, and that's usually bogged down by 1,000 people camping it. So trying to use the ladder can be effective, but for the most part, you're going to get killed just trying to get up it. And once you actually get up it, there's that animation time where you are trying to get your weapon ready, and you're going to get killed in that animation time. So it's kind of a last resort. It is, like I said, it's the only of two ways to get into the BMCOM station. So like I said, do your best to try to get in there as quickly as possible and arm it before the enemy even knows what hit them. But yeah, guys, this about wraps up the video. If you have any tactics or strategies that you find to be effective on this map, please let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing your guys' strategies, and I like to learn from you guys as well. I think we have a great community here. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you give it a rating. This video took me a long time. It took me a lot of time and effort. If you have any positive or negative feedback, a thumbs up or thumbs down is a really good indication on what I need to improve upon, or you can just let me know in the comment section. But also, if you would like to see more videos from me, I recommend that you subscribe to my channel and also follow me on Twitter. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.